can't stop thinking about that poor baby girl Celeste. I was really hoping that they would have arrested him, if not for that crime, but maybe just for the fact that he was in a relationship with someone who was 11. My guess is that he's going to deny everything. It wasn't me, I was on tour. I think that's why they found the Tesla at the time they did. And then I think he's going to try and blame somebody close to him, like maybe a member of his team. And then, failing all of that, if he still gets the blame and he goes to prison, I think we're going to have like a Ted Bundy case where last minute he suddenly comes forward and says, yeah, it was me, and it was all in the name of art, and you all listened to my music, and I never tried to hide anything, and I bought caskets to my tour. I made music videos showing you exactly how I did it. All of the clues were right there in front of you, and I never got caught. And then I think he's going to expect some people to think that he's like a genius, but he's not. He's a massive loser whose music wasn't good enough to make him a household name until this. He was obviously deeply insecure. We can see this by all of his retweets, how jealous he was. Me if she talks to another girl and it's somebody slicing up meat and all of that. There is a reason why some of these sick individuals go for young girls, children. They don't want that person to have anything to compare to. And so many people saying, well, where was her mother? Firstly, where was her father? Where were her parents, if you're going to put it that way? Secondly, we know nothing about her family. We do know that they put out missing flyers. We do know that they called the police. Some of the people that I've seen criticising the family, your parents yourselves. Unfortunately, it is normal for teenagers to lie to their parents. These people, they're so good at what they do. They don't just groom the victim. They groom the family. They groom the friends. You also have to remember this person was a celebrity. So although she was missing, they would see her every now and then. They would see probably her handbag in the back of videos, her shoes in the back of videos. Her family knew where she was. They probably had the address. Her brother called the police the first time they went, the second time they didn't. He had hundreds of thousands of pounds at his disposal. Did you see how high the walls were on that house? Do you not think if the family went and knocked that they have cameras to see and they would have just ignored it? She could have been held captive in that house, and she likely was, and they could do nothing. Whilst your first instinct is to say, oh, if my daughter was in there, I would knock down the door, I would scale a wall. This is real life. This isn't a film. And as we know, there is a lot of racism in the LAPD, in most police forces. Do you not think if the family did that, they would likely be hurt in the process, if you know what I mean? The amount of people that must have known how old she was and said nothing, did nothing. It just shows yet again what you can get away with if you have the resources and the fame. Just hope that however he tries to play it going forward, whether that be he pleads insanity, says he doesn't remember, whether he tries to blame somebody else, or whether he decides to say, I was doing it all in the name of art, that we as a society can remember him for what he actually is, which is a mediocre loser who is incredibly insecure. And I hope that Celeste and her family find some sort of peace, although I don't know that I ever could.